Hi guys, welcome back. This is about the EverReady N3 chassis suitcase radio I took as my very first project. Now, I know some of you will say, hey, this isn't a transistor radio, and you'd be right. It isn't. It's a tube radio. But hell, I thought it was a good uh, first project to do and to get back sort of in the rhythm of doing electronical stuff. So yes, I chose a non-typical tube radio. I mean, non-typical for me. Okay, first a word about the covering of this suitcase radio. I don't know exactly what the covering is made of. I think it might be either plastified paper or some sort of vinyl covering, 50s style that is. I suppose vinyl wouldn't be made this way nowadays. Anyway, the vinyl has a peculiar kind of pattern, which I suppose would have been, well, beige of color, maybe beige and a darker kind of beige or green, but it's pretty discolored. And I used all sorts of cleaning products on it to see whether I could make it, well, a bit fresher again. Now I tried several things. I tried a kind of window cleaning product, didn't work. I tried alcohol, didn't work. I even tried paint thinner, didn't work. Although I'm not quite certain. Maybe paint thinner not, but alcohol, detergent, any type of detergent doesn't work. The vinyl really stays, well, pretty off color and dirty actually. Okay, so the most of the grime is washed off. Now, I have to say, as a footnote, that all these old apparatuses, they all have a peculiar smell. Now, I don't know whether it's mold or anything, but they smell pretty distastefully. So I hope cleaning them a little bit more will get rid of the bothering smell too. Anyway, the last thing I didn't try, and now indeed I do remember, I did not try paint thinner. Now, I could try to save this vinyl covering, but really, it's so gone and used up that I think maybe I'd better try, well, upholster it again with new type of vinyl, which, if possible, resembles this. We'll see. So anyway, what I'll do tonight, or what I'll attempt to do tonight, is before I get to work on the casing or anything like that, is to unmount the chassis inside this radio. And as you recall, the chassis is rather small. This is it. And I want to unmount the chassis because that will make it easier for me to work on the case, to clean it up and all that. And once I've done that, then I'll get to work on both. But obviously not at the same time. Anyway, let's start by unmount the chassis and I'll get back to you. Okay guys, this is it. This is the chassis I unmounted from the EverReady, and as you can see, it's reasonable. The condition is reasonable. The IF cans, on the other hand, are quite corroded. As you can see, there's a sort of a white powder coating them, and I really have no idea where that white powder came from. I suppose it's a sort of an oxide. The rivets, on the other hand, that attach the IF cans to the chassis are really nice. I suppose they are copper or brass. They look really nice, but the cans themselves, they look pretty nasty. Also, the impedance transformer between the speaker and the chassis, well, I really don't know what was their intention, but it looks horrible. It's completely coated in some black tacky stuff, something like liquid tape or maybe even tar. It looks horrible. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Maybe nothing. Maybe I'll try to make it look a little bit more attractive. The rest of the board, well, looks okay. The parts are old, obviously. They all look original, so I don't think anybody ever worked on it. So I'll have to measure every part out and see if they are still up to spec or not. So there you are, that's the chassis. Right, now at the back of the top cover there is a double coil antenna. I suppose one is for medium wave, the other is for long wave. Now they are attached to a wire, a 3-lead wire, as you can see. But really, the little wires that attach the coils are so tiny, so brittle, they are really thin. So I'll have to be careful not to break them. So there you are. Well, the coils themselves, they don't look very pretty, but I suppose, well, it wouldn't have to cost, or rather they wanted to make something which didn't cost too much, so they taped it down. The two coils, they taped them down rather cheaply. Well, okay, I'll see what I can do about that, but listen folks, this is how it was originally done. Not so nice, actually. And here is the inside of the case. Now it's completely empty. I have to clean it out a little bit, but for the rest, this is it. As you can see, EverReady glued the schematic of the radio inside the case. I don't know why they did that, because most of the time you never find a schematic of a radio inside the case. But well, in this one there is, and this is the inside of the top cover. This is where originally the two coils were sat down with the cover, like this. Yeah, there are two slots. I don't know if you can see them, but there are two slots cut into the cover where I hold my fingertip. One in the upper side, one in the lower side, and then this would slide into the slots, and then be clamped down, as it were, inside the top cover. It's a cheap solution. It worked, but well, like I said, it's cheap. It's not that nice, but that's how it was made originally, so there you go. Now, the case itself, like I said, the vinyl covering of it is not too clean and not too special, and the locks and the carrying handle clasps are rusty, so rusty and a little bit corroded, so I'll have to unmount those two and then, well, clean them with some jelly or some other stuff, and then maybe I'll clear coat them to protect them from further rusting. So there you are. This is the case. There you have the chassis. These are the antenna coils, and that is the unmounted top cover where the chassis was mounted and the speaker is still on it. The speaker looks okay, but look at this. This looks horrible, you know. This is how they glued the little plastic window that protects the dial. Not too nice. So that will have to be fixed somehow too. So there you go. This is the actual situation. I'll keep you posted. The next thing I'll be doing is making an inventory of all the parts that need to be changed and then order them. And while the order is out, I'll tackle the case first, I think. So that's it for now, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.